Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Fola. If you are seeing me for the first time, my old subscribers, how are you guys doing? I usually talk about skincare and lifestyle, but today's video is a little bit different. We are going to be talking about monetization.
Holy Center.
That's like the dream and the goal of every YouTuber out there. Okay, so if you want to know how I got monetized within 2 days. I had my challenges, I had my ups and downs. You know, if you want to learn from me, if you want to know what mistakes not to make and how to just go about it, this is the right video for you, and we'll just get right. So hello again and welcome back. For you to get monetized, you need to meet 4 requirements, and I feel like we really need to start from there. As a YouTuber, you probably know these things, but we still need to start from there. So if you want to monetize your video, you need to meet 4 requirements. That's, you need to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers is usually easy to get, you know. I started my YouTube channel, I posted my first video in June 2020. That was when I posted my very first video, June 2020, and you know, I kept going and I kept taking breaks, but I got my first 1,000 subscribers in December 2021. So it took me over a year to get 1,000 subscribers. Well, it doesn't have to take you that much. Some people it takes them 1 month, it takes some people 2 months, some people 3 months, and it takes some people up to 2-3 years. It just depends on how consistent you are in your content, you know, production. So it took me over a year to get my 1,000 subscribers. You need 1,000 subscribers, you need to have 10,000 views. I feel like this is the easiest to get, because if you are lucky, you can post one video and it will have 10,000 views and you're good to go. So when I had 1,000 subscribers, I had gotten up to 50,000 views then. So 10,000 views is like easy to get. So just keep posting videos, you get 10,000 views, and before you know it, you get 1,000 subscribers. Now, the third thing is you need to have 4,000 watch hours within 365 days. So let's do it this way. Let's say you start your channel on the 10th of June 2021. So from 10th of June 2021 to 9th of June 2022, you need to have 4,000 watch hours. People have to watch your videos, your content for 4,000 hours. So if by 9th of June 2022 you don't have up to 4,000 watch hours, right, the views you accumulated, the views you got on the 10th of June 2021, by the time you get to 10th of June 2022, the views you did on the 10th of June 2021 will, you know, it will remove from whatever you have. Do you get? So let's say, well, by the time it now crosses to 11th of June 2022, now all the views you did on the 10th of June, it has gone. On the 10th of June last year has gone. So within a year, you need to have 4,000 watch hours. If you are trying to get 4,000 watch hours, and you know, today is 21st of August, and you've not gotten up to 4,000 watch hours, don't be discouraged. Just keep posting videos, keep posting content, increase your, and then keep sharing. Maybe you can put on your social media, put on your WhatsApp, put on your Instagram, put on Facebook. You know, share your link in groups, let people watch them, and you know, just keep going. You will get up to 4,000 watch hours. I don't know if I'm explaining this thing very well, but it has to be within 365 days. Okay, now that says that, and then the last one, I said 4, and then the last one is that you need to have 0 strikes. Okay, we do know that YouTube is very, very serious with their copyright policy. So if you use any music that doesn't belong to you, that you don't have, you know, rights to use, if you use anybody's picture, if you use anybody's thumbnail, and you have any active strike, you need to make sure that you resolve your strikes before you apply for monetization at all. So 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 views, 4,000 watch hours, and 0 strike. 13th of February 2022 was when I got up to 4,000 watch hours. Bearing in mind that I'd already gotten 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 views, you know, and I don't have any active strike. I've never had a strike on my YouTube. So on the 13th of June, YouTube sent me a mail saying that I can now apply, saying I've fulfilled the requirements for monetization. I'm going to put a picture of the mail here saying that I've fulfilled the requirements for monetization, and so I should go ahead to apply to be monetized. I was really, really happy. I remember very well that I was at a party. Some people that I know were celebrating their first wedding anniversary, and I was there. You know, I just got an email, and I'm okay. So yeah, I applied for monetization on the 13th of February. And before you get monetized, you want to, after you apply for monetization, YouTube goes through your channel to check if you are original in the sense that you are producing content by yourself, you are not stealing content from other people and just posting. You get, so like me now, I sit down, create my content, think of ideas, create videos and post. If another person copies my videos, maybe you just download my video and go and post on your page. Every single thing, that's how you do it. You download my video, go and post on your channel. You download that person's video, go and post on your channel. I don't think it will be monetized because you are not original. But if your content is original and you are not, infringing anybody's copyright claim, you will be monetized. They usually say that it takes between 12 hours to 2 weeks to get monetized. So I applied for monetization on the 13th of June, and then I just kept refreshing my mail. Every 3 hours I kept refreshing my mail. I couldn't sleep well. On the 13th of February, I keep saying June, I'm sorry, 13th of February. So on the 14th of February, as I had not gotten the congratulations, you have not been my mind was not at peace. I could not sleep.
What's this sleep to come? What's me? Make I don't go keep myself with thinking. Oh my head just do via. Sleep comes. 2 months on my mind.
If I can be eating and I'll just, hey Jesus, they've not accepted my monetization, this thing. It went on like that, and on the 15th of February, I got a mail saying, congratulations, you have not been admitted into the YouTube partnership program or something. I'll leave a picture of the mail here. I was really, really excited. Now, so I now have to manually place adverts on my videos. I don't know, I did some screen recording then. It's been a very long time. I did some screen recording. If I can still find how I manually placed adverts. So they will tell you to turn on notification. So you will just, if you go to your monetization, you click on a video, then you turn on monetization, like that for videos that can be monetized. So after all the monetization, you won't get any other email from YouTube for a couple of days. So those days that you're not getting any email from them, it means that you need to keep posting content so that you will make up to $10 on your Google AdSense account. So when you apply for monetization, Google will ask you to create a YouTube AdSense account. If you have a website that you already monetize your website, it means that you automatically have a Google AdSense, so you can just connect that Google AdSense, just put the address in the YouTube Google AdSense. Or if you've never used any Google or any website monetization before, you need to create a Google AdSense account. So Google AdSense is where your money will be paid into. So after I applied for Google AdSense, I didn't get any mail from Google, from YouTube or anything until I made $10. And then after I made $10, I got an email that I should verify my identity. Now, this was where I had the first problem. I knew that I needed a form of ID, right? I didn't have any form of the form of ID I had. They didn't accept it. So I didn't have a driver's license. I didn't have my international passport. I did have NIN and permanent voter's card, but they didn't. YouTube doesn't accept NIN. They accept permanent voter's card, but my voter's card is in a terrible condition. The 4 corners are no longer showing, and for Google to accept, for YouTube to accept your ID, the 4 corners have to show. The part where there is a coat of arm, the green, white, green, and the coat of arm, everything has to show. The 4 corners have to show. So if you have an ID that is not very clear anymore, I think you should start preparing to get another one. So the ID cards I had were not clear. Before then, I already started processing my driver's license. I started applying for my driver's license in January, because I knew that I would need it eventually. So it didn't. My driver's license didn't come until. So I didn't do anything. I just left it. I kept growing my money. I kept posting content, and my money kept increasing. So on the 27th of February was when I add up to $10, right? And YouTube sent me a mail that I should verify my ID. Now my driver's license didn't come until 10th of March. And that was when I verified. It was actually very simple. I snapped my ID card and I posted it. But you have to know that the full name, the exact names that you used for your ID, for your YouTube, this thing has to match the one on your ID card. So when you want to start applying for your monetization, yes, you have to make sure that my name is Taiwo Folashade, no, Folashade Taiwo, and then my surname, right? That's how I arranged it. So you want to make sure that you arrange your names like that, so that it will match with what is on your ID card. So that was why I arranged my ID card, and then I just snapped it and they accepted it. Right now, so after 10th of March, I requested for a PIN. They will send you a mail that your ID card has been verified and you can now request for your PIN. Now, that very day, I requested for my first PIN. My PIN didn't arrive. You have the opportunity of requesting for your PIN 4 times, right? You request for the first one, and then you can have three pins to replace the first one. So I requested for the first one on the 10th of March. I didn't get it. After 3 weeks, I requested for another one. You remember, but normally when you request for a PIN, if it doesn't come after 3 weeks, request for another one till you get up to 4 pins. Okay, so on the 10th of March, I requested for it and I didn't get it. I requested another one on the 16th of June. I didn't get it. Now, the problem I made, the mistake, I don't know if it's a mistake or it's just a natural, normal, Nigerian factor. Where I was living in Ogudu then, so I used, and the nearest post office to me was Ketu post office. I got Ketu's postal code, and that was what I put. Now, after 3 weeks, I went to Ketu post office. They said they didn't receive any mail from Google. That was mine. I saw other people's email, Google AdSense PIN, but mine wasn't there. So I changed address for this to request for the second PIN. I put Festac address. I have somebody that lives in Festac that can pick it up for me. I put Festac address. The second PIN didn't arrive. We would go there together. We would check the post office. It didn't arrive. And then, so now to request for your PIN, you have to make sure that you would input your correct address and your postal code. Your postal code has to be correct, because that's the closest post office. The post office you want to use, you have to get the correct postal code. I would advise you that you go to that post office and ask them for their postal code. So when you input the postal code and you input your address, right? After 3 weeks, you have the opportunity. If you still haven't gotten it, then you have to request for another PIN till you request for the PIN 4 times. So I requested for the first time 10th of March, and after 3 weeks, I went to the post office. I didn't get it. They didn't see it. I was living in Ogudu then, and then I went to Ketu post office. They didn't get it. So the second PIN, when I wanted to request for the second PIN, I changed the address to Festac, because I felt like Festac had a better, posting, service. So I changed the address to Festac address, and I changed the postal code as well. Still nothing. I requested for the second PIN on the 2nd of April. I didn't get anything. I changed the address again, still Festac address, but I changed the address and I changed postal code. I requested for the third one on the 28th of April. I still didn't get anything. I requested for the final one on the 20th of May. I still didn't get it. So from 10th of March till May, I didn't get my PIN. I was already getting worried, because Google AdSense was already sending me mails that I needed to verify my address so that I would not lose my monetization. Because if after 90 days or so, or after 4 months, if you don't verify your address after 4 months, I think you would lose your monetization and you would lose all the money you have made. I'd made money. I'd made over $100. I think I'd made over $100 as at then, but I still wasn't able to verify my address, so I couldn't withdraw my money. Until you make up to $100, you will not be able to withdraw money. But even if you make up to $100 and you don't verify your address, you don't put that PIN, you will not be able to withdraw your money. So I wasn't bothered, because I didn't need the money anyways. I just wanted to keep the money, let it grow, but I didn't want to lose my monetization. So I was worried. After the 4th PIN, and I noticed that I couldn't request for another one again, I needed to go through the manual way. Okay, so on the 16th of June, I took my destiny into my own hands, and I entered my Google AdSense, page. I looked for a way to monetize manually. I think I filled a form saying that I'd exhausted my four pins, and now I want to get my page verified. And guys, within 20 seconds, they told me to upload a picture of my ID card, and that was it. I uploaded a picture of the ID card I posted. That's my driver's license that I posted. Then they asked me to post it again, to upload it again, and I did. And immediately, guys, within 20 seconds, I got an email saying that my YouTube had been verified, my address had been verified, and that was it. So now that begs the question: YouTube, when you guys knew you could verify within 20 seconds, why did you make me wait from February till June? Tell me. February, March, April, May, June. February, March, April, May, June. So I waited 4 months. Guys, you knew you could verify within 20 seconds. Why did you make a girl wait for 4 months before verification? Anyways, so that's, I do hope that I did not ramble too much. So you need to meet all the requirements, then you apply for monetization. After applying for monetization, post, wait till they send you a congratulations mail. After that, make sure you post back to back so you can make up to $10. After making up to $10, they will send you an email asking you to verify your ID. So you post a valid means of identification, a clear picture showing the 4 corners, and after that, you apply for your PIN. So if you're able to provide your PIN immediate, your ID, you know me, I even had to wait because my ID card wasn't ready. So if you're able to provide your ID immediately, then you can request for your PIN immediately and start counting down. After 3 weeks, before you even go to the post office to check whether it had come or not, request for another one just in case. And then when you get to the post office and it's not there, ask them to tell you the correct postal code of that post office just in case you've been using the wrong postal code. And when you get your PIN, impute it, you will see the code, you will see the box where you would impute it there, impute it, and you'll be verified. If you don't get your code, verify it on the Google AdSense page. I'm going to do another video showing you how to verify it on the Google AdSense page if you want it. So yes, that's it. And I got paid when it was time for payment. YouTube usually pays between 21st to 26th of the month. So the money I made in July, right? The money I made throughout July, YouTube will pay me on the between 21st to 26th of August. So the money I made in August now, the entire money I made in August, YouTube will pay me between 21st to 26th of September. That's how YouTubers get paid. If it is up to $100, you will get paid. If it's not up to $100, they will carry it over to the following month, and then if it is up to $100, then the following month between 21st to 26th, you will get your money. I hope I'm able to help with this video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Subscribe to this channel. My Instagram page and my Twitter page are on the screen. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you have any more questions. I'll be happy to help. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Peace.